The wait is over, but the legends weren't lying. The 2026 Suzuki Jimny is officially here, and it is actively spitting in the face of every oversized, overexpensive SUV on the market, while the rest of the industry is obsessed with giant screens and soft-touch plastics. Suzuki just doubled down on a machine that looks like a miniature G-Wagon but acts like a mountain goat on steroids. This isn't just a facelift. It's a full-blown comeback for the most iconic three-door off-roader in history, and it's arrived with a list of upgrades that no one saw coming. We are talking about a vehicle that has survived production pauses and global supply chain meltdowns only to return more capable than ever. But there is a massive catch. Hidden behind the rugged new exterior and the tech-heavy cabin lies a specific mechanical change that has the purists absolutely divided. Some are calling it a necessary evolution, while others say it's a betrayal of everything the Jimny stands for. I'll reveal exactly what that controversial deal breaker is at the very end of this video. And believe me, it will change how you look at this 4x4 forever. Let's get straight to the metal. The 2026 Jimny isn't trying to be a luxury cruiser. Yet for the first time ever, it's actually trying to keep you safe on the highway. Suzuki has packed this thing with a suite of tech that used to be reserved for high-end sedans. We're looking at front and rear parking sensors, lane departure prevention, and the new dual sensor brake support 2 system. They've even thrown in adaptive cruise control, which, let's be honest, feels a bit surreal in a car with the aerodynamics of a cinder block. Under the hood, we're still seeing that bulletproof 1.5-liter, naturally aspirated engine. It's pushing out roughly 101 horsepower and 130 newton-meters of torque. On paper, those numbers look tiny, but when you factor in a curb weight that barely clears 1,000 kilograms, this thing punches way above its weight class. It still utilizes that legendary ladder frame chassis and the 3-link rigid axle suspension, meaning it can still crawl through mud pits that would swallow a modern crossover hull. Inside the cabin, the transformation is even more dramatic. Gone is the ancient CD player that made the 2025 model look like a time capsule. In its place, the 2026 Jimny Light gets a crisp 7-inch touchscreen, while the flagship model jumps to a massive 9-inch display with full wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's a bizarre contrast. You're sitting in a rugged, utilitarian interior filled with hard-wearing plastics, designed to be hosed down after a day in the dirt, yet you've got high-definition navigation at your fingertips. It's the ultimate work hard, play hard setup. If you're enjoying this deep dive into the ultimate tiny 4x4, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash the like button right now, as it helps us keep bringing you the latest leaks and first drive reviews before anyone else. This year is proving that the Jimny isn't just a cult classic anymore. It's a legitimate contender for the best value for money off-roader on the planet, even with the recent price hikes. Speaking of price, that's where things get interesting. In markets like Australia and across Europe, we're seeing a jump of about $2,000 across the board. The Jimny Light is now starting around $34,000, with the top-tier automatic variants pushing past the $40,000 mark once you factor in on-road costs. That is a lot of money for a small car, but here's the thing. The resale value on these is absolutely insane. You can drive a Jimny for 3 years and often sell it for more than you paid for it. It's one of the few vehicles that is actually a better investment than some stocks. And while the 3-door is the star of the show today, the 5-door XL variant is still lurking in the shadows for those who actually need to carry passengers and, luggage. Because in the 3-door, if you have the back seats up, you have roughly enough room for a sandwich and a spare t-shirt. But now, we have to talk about that hidden flaw I mentioned earlier. While everyone is celebrating the return of the 3-door, Suzuki has made a quiet change to the drivetrain and the interior layout that has long-term owners worried. In the quest to meet modern emissions and safety standards, the 2026 model has seen a significant tightening of its gear ratios and a new electronic limit on the low-range transfer case engagement. This means that while it's safer and more connected, it has lost that raw, unmapped mechanical feel that made the previous generations feel indestructible. Some testers are already reporting that the new electronic assists can be overly intrusive when you're trying to perform technical rock crawling, essentially thinking for the driver when you just want raw torque. It's a trade-off, You get the tech and the screens, but you lose a tiny bit of that soul. Is the 2026 Suzuki Jimny still the king of the small? For X4S? Absolutely. But for the first time, the Mini G-Wagon feels a little less like a tool and a little more like a gadget.